For every film that goes smoothly, there's a film whose production is hell. The unspoken, behind the scenes where everything goes wrong. From poor behaviour on set, to script rewrites, to tragedies, and even CGI mustaches. We've delved into several different films and their development to see what went wrong and what went right. In 2005, Christopher Nolan revived the Batman series with his blockbuster hit, Batman Begins. He created a shockwave, popularising the genre, putting more DC films into the pipeline. One of these being called Justice League Mortal. In 2007, Warner Brothers hired Paperman writers Kieran and Michelle Mulroney to write a first draft of the script.
I can't believe we finally finished the script for our film, Justice League Mortal.
Yes, I'm very looking forward to collaborating with famous filmmaker George Miller.
George Miller gained fame from his 2007 Mad Max trilogy and is still piggybacking off the success of Oscar-winning film Happy Feet.
I can't wait to get into studio and help out on set.
Yes, the cast look very young and promising so they can grow into their roles.
The cast you see here isn't very recognisable, even for today, but some have found fame, such as Jay Baruchel playing Maxwell Lord, or Armie Hammer as Batman. The sets were built, the cast was flown over, but 2 weeks before production, Justice League Mortal was no more.
Hello, it's me, Zack Snyder, visionary director of 300 and Watchmen. It's 2012, and I'm getting ready to direct the Superman reboot, Man of Steel.
What was your initial reaction when you saw the first screenplay, and can you tell us about Christopher Nolan's involvement?
So, I went to my friend Chris's house with my wife Debbie, and I said, Debbie, this version of Superman has the potential to be amazing.
This was going to be the Superman equivalent to Batman Begins, leading on to a series of Superman films.
Hey! We have a big problem here. Marvel's Avengers is dominating the box office.
It's done what no other movie has, telling its story over multiple parts. There's no way a Superman film could be made in these current times.
The market is changing!
Look, it's genius! What are we going to do?
A planned Man of Steel sequel was in pre-production, but it was clear Mr. Snyder wanted to take it in a very different direction. At the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con, they announced there'd be a crossover between two iconic characters, Batman versus Superman. This cast was very different from the previous Justice League Mortal. There was fan skepticism from the start, as former Daredevil star Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, his performance being panned by both fans and critics. Miss Israel and Fast and Furious star Gal Gadot was cast as Wonder Woman. She wasn't known for her acting skills. And most bizarre of all, Jesse Eisenberg, who, look, is far from a bad actor, but let's just say Lex Luthor was much different from his normal roles.
There are a few moments that make this enterprise worthwhile and introduces an intriguing Batman, but also cluttered, narratively wonky, and a few jokes gone miss either.
Narratively, the movie was a mess. It felt something more like it was out of the early 2000s, so more in line with something like Daredevil or Catwoman.
The 3-hour version did tie up loose ends that the original theatrical cut didn't, but even then, the film seemed like a mess. This can be blamed on the studio interference trying to make the film shorter, feeling that audiences wouldn't enjoy a 3-hour superhero movie. No matter what, the film failed to reach expectations despite its $872 million worldwide box office, because of its massive marketing budget.
The Razzie Award for Worst Supporting Actor in a Feature Film goes to Jesse Eisenberg. What was Justice League originally going to be like, Mr. Snyder?
It would have been very dark and scary. We would have used sequences from the previous films to tie up the plots that people didn't understand and complain about. There would have been hysteria in the streets if we'd filmed it.
Zack Snyder actually said that last sentence in an interview with Sci-Fi Wire. After the negative response to Batman vs Superman, the whole Dark State was scrapped again. This was the beginning of the painful production of Justice League. Production was going well, the cast was assembled, and everything looked like it was going on the up. The tragedy was so close to the end of production. Losing its director, in stepped Joss Whedon, who was currently working on a project with DC at the time. The film, however, wasn't delayed.
Okay, lads. Our lead director's just stepped down due to a family tragedy, and he's replaced director with a completely different style. What do we do?
Okay, I got a plan. We reshoot most of the movie, we rewrite 80 pages of script, and we try and get it in that fun style the new director has.
What about Henry Cavill's perfect mustache? We can't shave it because of the filming of Mission Impossible Fallout.
Damn his handsome mustache.
We'll fix it in post.
Reshoots cost over $30 million, totaling Justice League's budget to over $300 million, making it the 5th most expensive movie ever made. It's all true about Henry Cavill's mustache. Due to contract agreements with Paramount, Cavill was forbidden to shave, so this became this. As you've seen from the trailer comparison, the flip-flopping tonal changes and different colour grading showed that the film didn't really have a consistent style. It was obvious this was going to be a mess.
Ben Affleck's unconvincing Batman deadens the long-awaited DC adventure as superheroes team up to save the world, but not boredom.
Tonally inconsistent. Jokes were unbelievably unfunny. There are character inconsistencies everywhere. And a villain who felt more like a generic joke than an actual friend. Sadly, Justice League isn't going to be taking the Avengers crown anytime soon.
I can't believe Joss Whedon ruined this movie. He's the worst.
That film was a mess. I miss Zack Snyder. Joss Whedon, stay away from DC.
Personally, I don't really get the hate for Whedon. I personally blame the studio.
In order to make the November release date, the studio refused to delay the movie, as during the reshoots, Warner Bros. Was in the middle of its merger with another network. Fearing that they'd be dissolved, the executives wanted to keep their bonuses. So as always, it comes down to money. A legion of loyal Zack Snyder fans demanded a bigger, better cut of Justice League, named the Snyder Cut. With me, I have two very loyal Snyder fans. What do you know about the Snyder Cut?
We believe that the original cut is the true vision of visionary director Zack Snyder.
We are constantly campaigning to get this wonderful director's cut so we can see it at its true potential.
What campaigning have you done to get Warner Bros. To release this elusive cut? Have you tried going outside of Parliament, or...?
We had various strategies to get the studio's attention. But no, we didn't lobby outside Parliament. That would have been stupid, considering most of this took place in the States. We did, however, lobby outside of Warner Brothers HQ in California.
Yes, I was there. My personal favorite was a billboard in Times Square.
Ah, nice. Mine is the flyby plane that circled San Diego Comic-Con in 2019.
Bloody hell, that'd cost a lot of money.
Yes, just over $1,000 in US dollars. 1,730 to be exact.
Wow, quite a few people agree that if Warner Bros. Released a Snyder Cut, it would be rewarding toxic fan behaviour. Would you agree?
Nah, he is retorting the true fans.
And that's what happened. 3 years of campaigning had finally been rewarded, toxic or not. And in May 2020, they announced the Snyder Cut would be released the following year.
Yes.
So here we are, the year 2020. And one of the most unexpected things in superhero film history has been announced and is just yet to be released. After the toughest few years of his life, Zack Snyder, his wife Deborah, and Henry Cavill held a watch party for Man of Steel, and during it, announced the Snyder Cut of Justice League will be released in 2021. What do you think of that, Snyder fans? I love those two. So that's about everything on Justice League. It turned into a story of greed, corporate meddling, fan outcry, and family tragedy. Next time, we'll be looking at a very different film.